How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a deck tech request today, and this deck tech request is from Jorge. We're doing Artist Tribal. Before we hop into this, though, remember, link down below. Click below the deck list link. Click on that link. We've got the TCG Player affiliate link, the Patreon, and a link to my personal store if you want to support the channel in any of those ways. We've also got Discord if you want to chat with us, the Twitch, the Twitter, and the TikTok if you want to catch all the stuff I put out there, and the MTG Content Creator Awards. Nominate me for Best Small YouTube Channel. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. What you're going to comment down below is what you want to see in the next deck tech request. I'm going to pick something from the comment section to do in the next video. And yeah, also, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000, I'm doing a giveaway. You can get a cool playmat. So hit that subscribe button, and we're going to hop into this. So, Artist Tribal. I'm realizing just now, actually, that there's a decent chance you meant, like, pick an artist and do a deck with only that artist's art in it, like Seb McKinnon Tribal. And I'm really hoping that's not what you meant, because that's not what I did. If it is what you meant, let me know down below, and I will add one of those, a video in for that. But I made Artist Tribal. And you said to do it in the least number of colors possible. Thank you again, Jorge. The least number of colors again possible. And I think the easiest way, or the lowest number of colors you could do this in is Grixis. Except there weren't any good on-theme Grixis commanders, so I decided to go with Tymna the Weaver and Ludevic Necro Alchemist, because Tymna the Weaver is an artisan. She weaves, which is an artistic thing, so we got that going for her. And yeah, so that's the commander, and I broke down the deck into artisan sections, I guess. So we have just artists, we have sculptors, writers, musicians, con artists, cards that work with the flavor text, miscellaneous stuff, and just a win con. And then all the lands have to do with artist tribal stuff. So, some of these are a little bit of a stretch, but like it's still technically artists, because like a musician is still an artist. Yeah. So we're just going to hop into this though. So, first up, we got Goblin Artisans, because it says artisans in the name. There's Gorilla Shaman, and that's because one of the arts has the gorilla painting, and so it's an artist. And also, it's actually a decent card in Commander. Like it's not the worst artifact removal there is, so it's at least a little bit playable. This is going to be a very janky deck if I didn't mention that. You've got Blood Artist, probably the best example of an artist. There's Dreamscape Artist, which is a good ramp card. You can throw away all your bad artists to ramp. You got Escape Artist, so an unblockable creature, which you can get any combat damage triggers that you need off of. Fireblade Artist, which actually works really well. Blood Artist and similar effects. It's kind of cool. I like this card a lot. It's a sack outlet. It's always good to have a sack outlet. Next up, we got Nin the Pain Artist. This is a card that I really, really wish I could have made the commander, but there weren't enough Izzet cards to do it with. So she's just in the 99, but it's a literally just an artist. After that, we have got Arcane Artisan. Another artisan. Fits the deck. Also, it's kind of a cool card. I love that card, actually. After that, we've got Glint Sleeve Artisan, which creates a token. Okay. It's an artisan. There's some really bad cards in this deck to fit the theme. We got Rutha, Mercurial Artist, which is actually a really cool card. You can copy your instants and sorceries and just keep bouncing her in and out of your hand, which is kind of nice. You've got Alayla, Artful Provocateur. And there's actually a decent number of artifacts and enchantments in this deck, so it's not like it's just a throwaway card. Like, it's actually got some synergies in the deck. You've got a free to paint Flames Painter, because it's a painter, and also can do some shenanigans. We got Fairy Artisans, one of the best cards in this deck, like power level wise. This card's pretty strong. It's a cool card. You've got Spontaneous Artist, which is a bad card, but it's an artist. What's next? Stormkiln Artist. I like this card a lot, actually. This card, I think, has got potential to be a very big commander card in the not-so-distant future. It's like a Pitiless Plunderer, and that's like now a $15 foil. So if you want a Stormkiln Artist, I'd get it now. I think it's going to be a pricey card in the future, especially foils. It's just strong in the deck because there's enough synergies to make it work. You got Golem Artist or Golem Artisan. It can improve itself. There's not a lot of artifact creatures in the deck, but it can improve itself. Next up, we've got Silent Artisan, which is literally a 3/5 vanilla creature. And then we have Artisan of Kozilek, which is kind of sick. It's got Annihilate, and it lets you reanimate something, which is cool. You've got Chandra Fire Artisan. Actually a decent planeswalker, gives you card draw, does cool stuff. Goblin Warpaint, because it's paint. They painted like they did art with their paint. Drawn from Dreams, because it's drawn from dreams. Mythos of Snapdax, and Mythos of Vadrock, because they're both cave drawings, they're cave paintings. Seems fitting. And Saheeli's Artistry, because Saheeli likes to be an artist, and so this is her artistry. Works. And those are all the strict artist cards that I have. Next up, we have these sculptors in the deck, because sculpting is still an artisanal thing. So we got Archaeomender, literally just sculpting a pot right there. Doomed Artisan. This guy makes actual sculptors. This guy's cool. This guy's like super on theme. You've got Jace the Mind Sculptor, one of the best cards in this deck. Ashiok, Sculptor of Fears. Sculpting Steel. Copy whatever you need. Eldrazi Monument, because it's a big sculpture. Same thing with God Pharaoh's Statue and Akroma's Memorial. They're all very big sculptures that somebody had to sculpt. Rest in Peace, specifically the Gideon art one, because of that statue. You got Resculpt, which is actually solid removal, and it's super fitting for the deck. And you got Argrivian Restoration, which is just another sculpting thing, right? I don't remember this card. Yeah. The guy's literally painting a sculpture in the art, so it works really well. The next type of artisan I'm going to talk about are writers. We start this one off with Huatli, Warrior Poet, because she's a poet. She didn't even know it. Poet's Quill. Same thing. You got Ristic Study, because in the art, the guy's actually writing. If you haven't seen that or don't recall, he's writing inside of the Art of Ristic Study. You've got Vampiric Tutor, because in one of the arts they're writing. Same thing. And also it's a good card. And Go Blank, because this person was also writing, and they're having a brain fart while they're trying to write. So they're can't think of anything to write. Next up, we got the musicians. First one I want to talk about is Devout Harpist. So, Devout Harpist lets you destroy target creature enchantment. I believe that means aura now. I believe it's been errated. Yes, it's been errated to aura. So, it lets you destroy auras, which can be useful sometimes. You've got Piper of the Swarm. Actually, decent card. Just pump out a bunch of rats and stuff. That seems pretty cool. You've got Bone Dancer, because dance is a type of artistry, and this card is a dancer that dances on bones. The actual card Musician, perfect for the deck. You've got Rionia, Fire Dancer, which is just a very cool new card that actually could put in some work in this deck, maybe. Mu Yinling, Sky Dancer, because she's dancing. Springleaf Drum, you gotta have your instruments too. And it's also ramp, which is nice. Entrancing Lyre, similar thing. You gotta have your instruments, and this one is good, like, okay removal. You got Dance of the Dead. The Dead's dancing. And Cauldron Dance as well. Also Reanimator, which is kind of nice, so you can get stuff back that you lost that's actually good. And you got Goblin War drums. So you already got the paint, now you got the drums. You're ready for this Goblin War, and it's going to be artisty. You got to have the drums to make music. Next up, I want to talk about the con artists. There's only 2 that I have here, and it's Dockside Extortionist and Notion Thief. So those seem like pretty good con artist cards. You also, I probably also could have thrown in like Opposition Agent, but it seems a little less flavorful, so I just stuck with these guys. Same thing with Hole Breacher, maybe, but he's just a thief. He's not con artist. Notion Thief is a con artist. Flavor. Now these cards just say something in the flavor text, and there's only one that I have written here, and that's Palladium Mirror, and that flavor text is: the mirror are like the glimmer void, blank canvases on which to build grand creations. So the Palladium Mirror is just a canvas, which is perfect for an artist. Some miscellaneous stuff. You got Archivist. He's got a painting in the background. He's holding some stuff. Artisty. Core Cartographer. Cartography is kind of artistry. Map making, kind of. It's a stretch, but like you needed ramp. And it's flavorful enough. Soul Ring, specifically the Secret Layers Soul Ring. The flavor text helps with it too. It's the guy's necklace, or the person in the art's necklace. And it's a jeweler. So a jeweler is type of artistry, I guess. Every bead tells a story. They speak of the obstacles we overcome. They speak of the communities we build, the milk we offer our friends, and the land that feeds our people. We weave meaning, strength. We weave meaning, tradition, and strength into everything. So it's just like they're kind of just making this thing. So it's like artistic enough. I don't think it's that hard of a stretch, and I think I'm just bad at explaining it. Next up, we got Talisman of Creativity, because there's a pen next to it, and creativity, it's kind of artisty. Yeah. And then Artful Takedown, which it says artful in the name, so that's why I put it in the deck. And lastly, for the cards in the 99 that are not lands, we've got the Win Con being Painter's Servant, perfect card for this deck, and Grindstone, specifically the Moto version of Grindstone. The Magic Online version has glyphs like on the Grindstone, and glyphs are kind of artisty because someone's got to paint them, or carve them. So specifically that art, specifically the art you can't get in paper, is the art that works best. And next, I'm going to talk about the lands. So, the best land for this theme is Painted Bluffs, because these bluffs, they're painted, yo. Next, we got sculpture stuff. There's a lot of lands that have sculptures in it, and some of the ones that I chose to include in here are, well, sculptures and architecture. We got, because architecture is a type of artistry, right? We got the deserts, like the Desert of the Glorified, the whatever, they're on the screen, I can't remember all the names, but those 3 or 4 that fit in the colors. You've got Clifftop Retreat. You got Godless Shrine. I'm going to be showing I didn't write down which editions are the ones I'm talking about, but they'll be on the screen. You got City of Brass, that one because it has glyphs and all, well actually this one because it's just beautiful architecture. Hollowed Fountain, Agadeem's Awakening, and Ancient Tomb. And yes, I'm counting Agadeem's Awakening as a land here. Next up, there are some lands that have glyphs on them, including the pathways. All the pathways from, I believe it's the Secret Layer art, have glyphs all over the place, so that's kind of arty. And Graven Cairns does as well. And where do you go to see what? Okay, I don't know how to explain this one. Colosseums are like where the Romans used to put on all these like fights and plays and stuff like that inside Colosseum. So it's kind of like where the artistry happens. So we got Cephalid Coliseum, spectator seating, and luxury suite as lands that fit that theme. That's one of the stretchier ones, but like it works. And there's some flavor text like is it Guildgate, Fiery Islet, and Esper Panorama. I don't have those off on hand, and you can read them on the screen. And for your basics, obviously you're using the Bob Ross basics because that's super artist themed. And that is what I've got for Artist Tribal. The deck list is down below. This deck is not good, but it's as thematic as I could possibly make it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.